This when it comes time for the games to count.
Down, 10 Lobo. Get that quarterback, D-Line. Get that quarterback, D-Line. D-Line, get that quarterback. Kill. You're out. He's checking.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Bang. We draw forfeit. 36. Look at me. Score. Fight.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Let's go, man up,
Hey, team 6.
50, Mike's 50. Watch the back. Hey, check. Mike 50. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming.
Be trip.
On third down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
You can't stop me. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Back to throw. Costello. Open man is Higgins. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Don't be mad.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
Tighten up. Pull together.
Shoot.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Come on.
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get them the first. On first down, Costello. Throw left side to Higgins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, Costello. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd down, Costello. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. And give them 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Check 6-6. Bullet high. Snap.
Operating from the gun. Costello. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready.
52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. I got you. I got you. Check. Crunch. 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 Hatchet. Hatchet.
Hit it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Minnesota.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Vikings nothing.
It's our time. It's our time. Check 52. 66. Bullets high. Wahoo.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Matchbox right. Kill. Hey, lock it.
Mostert. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Here's Mostert. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Ready to break.
Watch the divide. Watch the slant.
Shoot.
Off the play fake. Costello. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. A big play there for Indy. 64 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they try the right side here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
No chance.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Costello. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Here we go, Here we go.
This is Mostert. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's complete to Diggs. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Back.
Now Mostert. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Under 10, under 10.
Now a handoff looking right, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Let's go. Here we go.
Get it.
Now Jackson. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They come out here in the I. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got it first and goal at the 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Second and 1. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. But now it's third and goal.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Check 13. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Xavier Rhodes on the coverage.
1
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 Mike.
Off play action. Costello trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
On the deep ball, Xavier Rhodes on the coverage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Costello. On the comebacker, complete. It's Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Costello. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Check safety, check safety. Shit.
Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Complete. Smith has it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Second down and inches. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 32-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Coaching spell.
Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson, pass incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Lambo is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check. Undercut. You go take.
They run again with Hines. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, it's Hines, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chester Rogers that time. And now it's 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll
try to left side. Bellamy, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Play action now. Brissett. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Jackson setting up the screen for Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. The open man is Smith. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
1st down, Vikings.
Got it.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, you got 3 down. Switch. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
80 weapon. 5.
Now it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Riley. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
And the Vikings 1st down.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports.
Set. 90 Wolf.
Check 31.
Hey, Haywood. Speed grip.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And Jackson throwing once more. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Tap right. 3 down, 3 down. Watch twist.
You draw Porter.
Shit.
Leo.
They run. Peterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
3 down. Slam. Check. Crack down.
Squeeze. Shoot.
They run again with Peterson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
4th down and goal.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
Tighten up.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And he'll get it only to about the 3 and no further as they stop him. Cook turned away on 4th and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 48 yards.
49-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Brissett. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 42.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
I got you, punk. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the run.
Brissett on 3rd and 2. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 42 yards. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Badgley on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Delta. Here we go. Five. Let's go.
Jackson now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
First down, Minnesota.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
He's crashing.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check.
Shift, watch the shift.
Check 24.
Hey, Charlie. Snap.
To throw is Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He's a high draft pick, so maybe a bit of a mulligan, but you never want to throw a preseason interception, especially as a rookie.
No, but this is the time to do it, right? Let's get the kinks out. He's still got to learn how to read coverages, still has to learn the entire offense, has to see how he fits with the players around him. But bottom line is what you said right in the beginning. He's a high draft pick. They want him on the field sooner rather than later. So let's keep giving him some reps and seeing what they have.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Brissett. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
61, matchbox lights. Five.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is fourth down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
29 is Mike 29.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
At the Vikings 4-yard line.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.